Welcome to Mrs. Peach Thrifty Living. I'm so happy you're here today. Today is after a wonderful whirlwind last few days. I am going to add a little video that I probably recorded a couple of weeks ago, but it's still great. I would say a story from the Bible with a great message for any age parent or grandparent maybe that has any input in their family. First off, I think I will post this as Thursday BookTube because I am talking about a book, and I'll give you the link of that and put the little sign up here where you can go over and check and see what everyone else posts in this. I know I'm behind on a lot of my videos this week, and maybe I haven't commented as much as normal to you. I've tried to get in and watch as many as I can, and you guys are also awesome, the ones that have a channel. But if you don't, I love hearing from you, and if you don't mind, always press that like button. If you haven't subscribed, I appreciate it if you could. And I want to welcome all my new subscribers and the ones that's been here with me almost ever since I started. And then on Thursday night, I've been posting our Bible study. Well, this week we had a different one, and actually my two sisters, and my friend Opal went with me, and so we had a great time, and it was different. The Bible series that we had been having is completed. I will try and put a link on that of the Armor of God, and you can go back and check that. I have it under Inspirations, Testimonies and Inspirations in my playlist. It's hard to know where to put things, what we did that day, and I thought it was so great. And you might want to include this in a group of yours, a church get together, a ladies get together. Just sometimes it opens up a door. Jill assigned us all. There was 3, and some had 4 in their groups. And she separated it out where we wouldn't just be like me and my 2 sisters and my friend Opal all together. But she separated us all out that we could ask the questions on it and everybody get a chance to talk, not just one person. And here's the first one was, how long have you been going to our church? Now, with my sisters, they go to their own churches. But everybody got a chance to input in. How do you like your coffee? Everybody likes it different. Some like it black, some like it this way, some like it that. Do you recommend any Christian books, movies, or music? And find 3 things you have in common and 3 things different. I don't know, some of these we didn't get to all of us. I thought mine would be like, I like to stay up late, and another 1 or 2 said, I like to stay up late, and another one said, I like to go to bed at 8 o'clock. So there's a whole difference of it. I think I got a hair sticking out, but you guys, at this point, I got hair sticking out. Okay, next one. Okay, what sports have you played in your life? Well, for me, I probably always, if a ball was coming my way, I was dodging it. I didn't want to, couldn't hardly catch it. I'm not a very good sports person. I did like to go bowling at one time. How has faith influenced your family, friendship, and job? And then what are you grateful for? And you guys can all answer these. In fact, I'd like to tag some of you and say, could you tell me and maybe do a video on some of these? What are you grateful for? All of these that I named off. And a bonus one, who's the funniest person you know? I don't think we got to that one, but this would be a fun one. I'd like to tag some people on here. If you would be willing to do that, just tag me in it and let me know, and I'll be sure and shout you out. I'd love that. Thank you so much. Okay, stay tuned for this wonderful little video. I gotta go edit. I have to do a little editing on it. This is my original copy that I'm getting ready to edit, and some of them I had a little space of quietness in it. I don't want you to have to say, oh, what happened? Did the sound quit? I don't want that. Okay, so I'm going to go edit that, and I'll be back. As I was doing a Bible study this morning, By the way, welcome to Mrs. Pete's Thrifty Living. I'm so happy you're here today. This is kind of, I don't know where I'm going to put this one on or which day, but I was reading my Bible. I have it right here, one of them. This got bigger print in it. And I had this, A Cloud of Witness. This is a daily Bible devotion that I picked up at the thrift store. Each one of them are by the date, and it's different people in the Bible. And this particular one that I picked up was on Eli. You remember there's Samuel. He went to live in the temple when he was a little boy, and how God woke him up in the night, and he couldn't figure out what it was, and he'd go to Eli every time and say, "Did you call me? Did you call me?" Okay, this is kind of what the story is about. I'm going to read 1 Samuel 3:12 and 13. And it says, "In that day I will perform against Eli all that I have spoken concerning his house, from beginning to end. For I have told him that I will judge the house forever, for the iniquity which he knows, because his sons made themselves vile, and he did not restrain them." Okay. Yeah. He was a daddy. He didn't make his kids mind. You know, it started way long before this time, and it makes me wonder, where was Mama in this? I don't know. I haven't studied that, and I don't know that it even says. That would be something I need to look into. Eli was a high priest at the time that Samuel was brought into the temple to help. And then Eli had the two sons, Hophni and Phinehas. I'm hoping that's a close enough way to say their names. They were spoiled brats, evidently, as children. I'm using my own words here. Daddy didn't make them mind, and they grew up, and he still let them come and do all they did, and they were even in the temple. Even though they were being like they were, Eli let them serve as high priest, as priest in the temple. When people came to sacrifice, they would want more than they were supposed to have given. Took the portions of meat that the people were supposed to give, and then they would demand more. And so people were pretty dreading coming to the temple. It was not a good time. So that's when Samuel had those dreams, and he would come to tell Eli. Well, first off, he thought he was calling him, but he wasn't. And it was the Lord saying, okay, this is going to happen. God gave the message to Samuel that he was going to deal with the whole family. He could have did different, but he didn't. Not long after that, Phinehas and Hophni were killed in the battle with the Philistines, so they died. And when the messenger ran to tell their dad, Eli, the news, the old man fell down and broke his neck, and he died. A tragedy for all of them, just for not serving the Lord and doing what was right. Down here at the bottom it says you can read 1 Samuel 3, and then 1 Samuel 4, 1 to 18, and Deuteronomy 6, 1 to 7, and then Proverbs 22, 6, and that's the one I pulled up here. It is, train up a child in the way he should go. When he's old, he will not depart from it. That's a verse that I know a lot of us parents cling to. I raised my children to live to serve the Lord. Their daddy and I both raise them to live for him. We were in church, not just in church, because church is not going to save you. It's being right with God, asking Jesus in your heart, and being an example, no matter. And the one thing I always think, and this is so important, for the parents that might have young children, or if you get a chance to instill that in your children, your adult children, or your grandparents, say what you mean and mean what you say. Say what you mean and mean what you say. If you say, Johnny, if you do that one more time, you are going to have, or I'm going to whatever, you better follow through with that. Because if you don't, nope, they got your number, they got you pegged. And it don't get easier if you don't start when they're just as little teeny things, and as they move up in life, then you can count them to do what you say. If they was getting ready to run out in the street, you don't want to have to holler at them to get them to come out of the street. So, you know, with that being said, you need to be able to say something to them and them mind you at the first command. Not like the 1, 2, 3. I've tried it before. Not with my older children, but my Josh. I've tried that before. We've tried all kinds of things. Some of them work better than others, and we could have done better. All of us could. But that is the raising of a good child, of a polite one that minds you and do all those things. Like I just thought of my pastor at one time. He said, even after he got saved, he said, I had rebellion there. He said, they said, sit down. And I sat down because I know I was supposed to. But in my mind, I was standing up. You got a little bit out of this, and I pray you'll be blessed. And we'll pray for your children, and you pray for mine. I thank the Lord that most of them are serving the Lord. I'd like to see all in the grandchildren. And as you know, most of them are, but you never know. You pray for all of them. They're all there. The devil's out there trying to tempt whoever. Okay, I'm carrying on now. I pray God blesses you. I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Come and join me. There's something every day. Whole variety. Somebody said this is like a variety show, and it is. A little of this and a little of that. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed that. I will be on, Lord willing, the plan is I'll be on at 3 o'clock this afternoon for a live gospel sing. Now, if you haven't gotten a chance to watch all of those videos I posted while my sister was here, we got together. Glenn came over and played the piano, and we sang together. And then all the other little videos. She did a video also of her second career at being a barista at Starbucks. And that was awesome. She retired from her job and started working there part-time. She tells you a lot about that. You might find that interesting. And then again, yesterday with Wiggle and Jiggle with me, Barbara, I had her, she went out and showed us some of the moves she does on silver sneakers. She also tries her best. And all but one day while she was here, she got out and walked. She'd come back to the house and she'd have 7,000 steps in. And here we are. I still get on my recumbent bike every day. I do try to do a little more, but not as good as she does. Okay. Hope to see you at the live this afternoon, or come back and check it anytime. And then I've been getting on Monday nights and I get my glue book out and talk about health. And when you come on, we might veer off to another subject. That's been a lot of fun. So anytime you can come, I love it. God bless you. And don't forget, Jesus loves you.